All right, 5-minute sales rant. Here's the reason why people either win or they don't win in sales. Number one tip, you gotta be out learning your competition. You have to be outgrowing your competition. That means every night you should be studying 30, 45 minutes a day, just studying. Repetition is the mother of all skill. Be studying, be so stirred up on learning. How many sales books have you read over the last 30 days? It's not just about consuming the YouTube content. It's about getting some of these classics, some of these books and reading some of them, right? And then learning what some of these authors were doing to become some of the best salespeople in the world. Number two, you have to learn how to communicate, how to speak. You have to learn it. If you can't speak, if you can't communicate, if you're always stumbling on your words, if you can't look into the freaking prospect's eyes and tell them directly why they should do business with you, why your company is better, some reasons and excuses to buy. If you can't paint a picture and tell a story on the top 5 objections that you get every single day, I gotta talk to my wife, the price is too high, the payment's too high, the same things that you hear all the time. If you can't learn to play chess with people, and really, when you're playing chess with people, it's like you get hit with the same objections all the time, and you haven't sat down and figured out how the experts in your industry handle it, you're an amateur. You're an amateur. If you come to these channels just for motivation and you're not looking to actually take something and go implement it right away, then you're not intelligent. You're a motivation junkie and you're gonna get your butt kicked. Hey guys, it's the Macklin Twins. Let's go.
Hey guys, if you have any questions at all, we want you to text us. Our phone number is 480-780-2203, and one of us will get back to you. We got your back for life. Let's get back to the video. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. The next tip that I want you to know, number 3, you can't be boring. If you're boring and you're not enthusiastic and you're just like one of these freaking just nerds that I'm not saying it to be disrespectful, I'm saying it to be the truth. If people look at you and they don't have fun when they're around you and you're always in your own head and you're always like thinking of the smart shit to say and you're always thinking of the smart ass questions that some of these gurus put out and
you gotta say this, when they say this, you gotta say this.
And you don't even care about your product, you don't even care about yourself. You don't even care about truly what's gonna help them, and there's no enthusiasm behind it, I would never buy anything from you. Yes, you wanna have good questions. Yes, you wanna be able to control like the narrative with the clients by asking good questions, giving good answers. Of course, all that stuff. I said you have to study. But the truth is if you're boring and you're listening to some of these guys that say enthusiasm doesn't sell, you're crazy. Energy sells, belief sells. Do you believe in yourself? Okay, which leads me to number 4. Are you working out? Are you taking good care of yourself? The people that give the Elliott Group hate because we talk about working out, they're stupid. They act like if you looked in the mirror and you loved yourself more and you were more excited about who you see staring back at you, that you wouldn't be more passionate about selling. Those people have sold their will to win. They've sold their dream. At the end of your life, or right now, if you were to wake up, let me ask you a question. If you had $10 million in the bank right now, $10 million in the bank, and you had cancer, and God came down to you and said, hey, if you give me the $10 million, I'll get rid of your cancer. Would you choose to be cancer-free or would you choose to keep the 10 million? See, most people right now, they're choosing the 10 million and they're not choosing to be cancer-free. They're not choosing to take care of their body, their mind, what goes into them, what goes into their body, the food, the things, the decisions, the little micro decisions every day that make the person. Okay, the truth is when I'm treating myself good, I feel on fire. When I get in front of a prospect, that frequency transfers to my client. That natural enthusiasm, that natural energy from me keeping my word to myself because I'm happy with myself transfers to them. But most people, what they're doing is like unconsciously, they're choosing money over their health. And then what happens is they wake up years later and they wish they could get that back. I'm telling you right now, make the hard decision. Start to choose your health over everything, over everything. Yes, everything, meaning your family, meaning everything. Because if you get your health right, you can give your family and everybody the best version of you, which ultimately when you do that is gonna again put you more on fire. You see where I'm getting at? Okay. Anybody who tells you different, they're a liar, they're probably lazy, and they don't want to do the hard stuff like waking up and taking care of themselves, okay? Now, the truth is there's some guys that do take really good care of themselves and they're still broke, yeah. because they haven't figured out the other things. They haven't figured out communication, sales skills, some of the other stuff we talk about on this channel that I've even talked about in this video. I get that. They're extreme in the gym and they haven't figured out the other parts. I'm talking about getting it all. I'm talking about being a person that when everybody's around you, that you have a magnetism to you because you carry moral authority, which means you're sticking to your word. You're being successful. You're making other people successful. So when people walk around, they see you as the expert and they see you as the authority in the space because you're doing all the things that I just said. And when that happens, money rains down on you, okay? And the last one that I would say, be in proximity of people that are great, And you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna be great. The truth is, it might cost money to get in those rooms. It might cost money to get into a VIP room. It might cost money to get to a seminar and get around other people. The truth is back home where you're around, the people that you're around normally, they don't have the same mindset as you. In fact, when you're on this channel, you feel as if you've met somebody who's just like you. And when you're at home, you don't feel that way. You feel like you're a lone wolf. Good. I was a lone wolf for years before I found my tribe. And I became a monster. I became a person who was a monster. What I mean is like, I'm a killer. I'm a savage. I've built my mentality up to be able to handle a lot of crazy stuff on my own. But I'm controlled. I've learned how to control that monster, that enthusiasm, but people can feel it inside of me that I'm different. You're on that journey. And sometimes it's lonely. It should be. But when you find people that might have common interests in you, leverage your money to get around them, to get around that mentor. One of the most important things right now in this generation, one of the coolest things I should say, is you can get around people that are a couple of steps ahead of you, a mentor on YouTube, and typically you can get in their course, get into their program, get into our elite training academy. Get around us. Come down to the Lions Den. Get around some people that are just a few steps further that are going to reach back. The next critical tip I tell you is number 6. The most important thing that you can do, because it's also going to help you learn those skills over and over again, is teaching it back to somebody. So you're getting mentored and then you have a mentee. Take that person under your wing. See how good of a leader you are. Can you help them make more money? If you can help them make more money, it's also going to teach you. And when you're teaching other people, sometimes you're like remembering some of the things that you might have forgotten about, and it puts you more on fire. Also, when they have a big month and they make a big check, what happens? You get more fulfillment. You're more excited. Because when you're contributing back to other people, that's when you're the happiest. That's when you're the sharpest. That's when you feel like you're at your best. So those are some tips. Go out and make it the best freaking year of your life. Let's go. All right, guys, you're the true 1%ers. You made it to the end of the video. Let's go. Like, comment so we know who you are down below, and then share this video to somebody else who needs it. And also turn your notifications on because we got the fire coming every single day. Amazing. We'll see you at the next video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.